Hi you guys, hello family and welcome to a whole new video. Welcome back to the channel, and we're continuing with the series The Truth About Marriage. And so we're going to tell you guys how we handle our finances, how we've been handling our finances. So Kuzi?
Okay, hello guys, how are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're taking care of friends, family, and everyone else who's important in your lives. How do we handle our finances? Guys, we started this finance journey way before marriage, like when we knew the direction that we wanted to take. Before marriage, it wasn't really, we wouldn't really share how much each person would get, but we would just discuss. You knew, but we wouldn't really say
this one. That's that's
we'll
true.
just say, well, she should say, guys, I could, I think $2, you know. I won't say the actual figures, I'll just say, and $2 this month. Paka price, you know. And you'll say, I need $1, paka price, but I think I will do this. So what we used to do is we'll just share the critical things or bills that we had. I would tell you, I need to buy this and this, so I'm going to save so much this month. Then we'll use this and this for this, and should also tell me I'm going to pay rent this much, I'm going to give this much, I'm going to do this much. So that's how. So my getting into marriage, it wasn't really hard. We just put everything in one plate and say, you've brought in $1, I've brought in $1. Now we have $2. What is it that we want to achieve this month? How much do we want to save? Are we going to save $1 or 50 cents? Or then that's how we manage our finances. So it's quite an open book in our marriage, not to everyone. But we try by all means to make sure that whatever we want to achieve financially, we do achieve it as a family. So that's, I think basically that's how we manage our finances.
Yeah, that's how we handle our finances. Me going into this, I wasn't really sure how we were going to do it, honestly, because as much as we shared when we were dating, like, I knew how much he got, he knew how much I got, but we weren't really transferring to the last dollar, you know. Kuti, I've used my money for this and this. We'd just share. He would say, oh, I need new tires this month, and I would say, I'm buying clothes this month. And please. So when we got married, he was like, you know what, we're just going to put everything in one plate and we're just going to decide what to do with it. And at first I wasn't sold, if I can say. Like, I had never seen anything like that before. I didn't know how it was, and I had no experience with how whoever else was handling their finances in a marriage. So I was, I didn't know how exactly it worked, but he sort of held my hand when it came to handling finances. He was like, okay, now we have this, how do we decide? No matter who gets what most, people who I work with already know no one will get less than us. Woo! Anyways, I'm just saying, like, I wasn't, because I felt like maybe he's gonna change, or maybe he's gonna be like, no. But no, money things are difficult to talk about. But anyways, he made me comfortable. The truth about marriage, he made me really comfortable to be like, this is our money, like, collectively. It's not his money and my money, it's our money collectively. And I think that's been working really good for us. We are very transparent about it. We see the pay slips, we business rangu, but we manage to create it. Him and his wife owe me money, because sometimes his wife takes, borrows money from my business, and then I tell him that his wife owes me and he doesn't want to pay, guys. Anyway, story for another day.
But can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, things about finances, right? Well, I'll just say what works for us might
Might
not
not
work
work for
for
you.
you.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's your money, my money in your family,
Then you
and
split
it's working very
some
nice,
kind of
and you say
bills. You
you
pay for
the
rent
husband
and
pays
this
for
and this.
rent,
Yeah.
stand and this, then the wife pays for the maid, the school fees, Yevana. If that's what's working for you,
Then that's fine.
That's fine.
Whilst we're there, I just want to advise everyone who is dating right now to talk about these things. Because we talked about this. We talked about money when we were dating. So how are we going to handle things? Who is going to pay for rent? Who's going to do this? And we talked about it and what our ideas were of where we wanted to go with our finances. So these are very important things. And please don't lie. Please don't lie. Please be very honest. Kutinini, I earn $5,000 and you earn $200, and I'm not comfortable putting my money in the same plate with yours.
Yeah.
Mine is a lot. I want to invest this and this, or I'm not comfortable with telling you how much I earn. Guys, I feel like it's better to know the truth before you get into marriage,
Yeah.
so that you just avoid all that. So talk about these things whilst you're dating.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of things that before you get into marriage you need to talk about. We talked about finances, we talked about family. If an example is, if my mom or my brother is shouting at her and I'm there, how am I going to react?
Exactly.
Those are some of the things that you need to talk about.
The hard stuff.
And you have to be honest. If my mom is hard on you, I'm going to take my mom's side.
Exactly.
She has to know that I'm going to take my mom's side. Then in the bedroom we'll talk about it.
And
you need to also you need to also talk about kids. Do you want kids? How many kids? Yes, things might change along the way. When are we going to have kids? If we get married at 35, are we going to have kids immediately? Are we going to have kids at 37? Well, we're getting into other stuff, but yeah, we are talking about finances. But yeah, I think we need to talk about
these things before you actually get married. Yeah. Okay. Then the next one is what are the useful strengths with finances that you've seen in each other? I'll go first. My husband is the saver of a lifetime. If I want money to be saved, I give it to him. Like if we agree to this month we're going to save $10, I have to give it to him, and I know we will save that $10 that month. So he's very strict with money. He's very principled with money. If we put money aside for something, he's not going to touch it. He can move around in his wallet with $100 and be left with $1 in his life, and he will not touch that $100. So he's very strict about money, which is very, very necessary, because I am not the best when it comes to saving money. I'm not the best when it comes to... Don't look at me.
No, I'm just saying I'm not
No, you know what happens with kids. But if we agree on something and we're like, this money is for this and that, this money is for this and that, before we put it away, he's like, baby, you need money for this and this. Please take it now. Please take it now. Take the money that you need. But yeah, he's not good at saying no to me. Baby, do you know you can't? I
can in a way that you don't understand, that I'm not going to say.
Really? Okay, maybe I don't get it, but I've never asked for something and he has not given it, or he has not tried to give it, if I may say. But also, I'm a very reasonable person. I'm very, I think. So I've never asked for a Bugatti or something, that's out of this world. But I'm just saying, he's very strict with money, and he drives the savings in this house. He drives like, okay, fine. I'm good with sitting down and saying toddy, but 3 weeks down the line, when I see a dress or I see some cosmetics that I want, it gets difficult. Anyways, so that's could be strength when it comes to finances.
Okay.
You strength there.
Yeah, you do,
Okay.
guys. Her strength is she makes things happen. Every dollar you can tell Kuti it went into good use up and up and up. In any guys, I can save $50,000. $50,000 you got up and not use it. But you give her $5, she can try to make sure that whatever we need, the basics, the everything is there before she starts buying clothes. She buys clothes. Yo. Guys. So now, but she doesn't put money to waste. She's not
Okay.
that person of you give her $5, she goes and on and buys 10 madras, kumbakusina food, or we don't have blankets. Make sure that whatever we need or whatever we want to, whatever plans that we have, yeah, she's the planner in the family, if I can say. Yeah, you are the planner, and I'm the person who saves the money and the sungira, but she's the one who plans. Yeah,
So
okay.
I'm just a good spender, in other words.
No, yeah, good spender.
I'm a good spender,
yeah,
like
good spender. Like you make sure before we use money for other things, whatever we have planned to say we are going to use it, we
Okay.
do use it for
Okay.
that thing. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, also I'm a culprit when it comes to spending. I mean, if I wake up and feel like ngatingorisa, takutongorisa.
Guys, could be
I
sometimes lets me down because he's supposed to be the one who says no, baby, we can't. But sometimes yeah, no naimi. So yeah, but
I think we do
we're doing
complement
okay.
each other.
We're
I
doing
save,
okay.
she executes. We plan together as a family. We sit down, say, okay, we want to buy 1, 2, 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to keep money for 1, 2, 3 things.
And I'm going to keep for
then
1,
she
2,
keeps
3.
for other things. Then she follows up on things. Because you said you're going to buy 2 Mavire motor with the money that you have saved in the past 4 months. Mavira Kopi, So that also, that's your strength. Like you make sure what you want done is done.
The supervisor.
It's your boss. Boss fee. My boss.
Okay. Mistakes to not make when it comes to money. Mistakes to not make when it comes to money. Based on our experiences. Like when we have made mistakes when it comes to money, and
I think Kuriska. Make sure that when you want to risk it, you have a plan to recover that money.
I don't understand.
We are saving $100.
Okay.
This month.
Mm-hmm.
Well, today is the month end. We have paid everything. We have saved $100.
Okay.
Then 3 days down the line, we see a new restaurant opening.
Okay.
And they say, let's just go and check it out. We go and spend $30 for restaurant, but we have said we want to save this money.
Okay.
It's for something else. When the time for that thing to come to be executed, then we are $30 short.
Oh, so you're saying you shouldn't dig into your savings.
Exactly.
If you've saved money, don't dig into the savings. Okay.
Don't dig into the savings, guys. Make sure you achieve first what you want to achieve. Then you can.
I think don't bite what you can chew. Is that the phrase? Don't bite on what you can chew. Like, don't aspire. I don't want to say aspire. Don't try to live a life where you cannot afford. The first thing is, I saw somewhere that said your rent should not be more than 1/3 of your total earnings or your total income. So that number one to note. If you're getting $100, $1,000 per month, your rent should not be more than $300. You should make sure that you have 1/3 to rent, and then 2/3 will cover what plus savings. And always save every month. So I'm saying, make sure you live within your means. Like make sure your budgets and everything adheres to the amount of money that you're bringing in every month or every week or however you do your things. Yeah, I think that's a very good thing. I think we learned from one trip that we took. We took that we did a very big project and then we went on a trip. Unfortunately, the trip was already planned for and already almost paid for. So we couldn't cut it off and we couldn't sell it away or anything. We had to go, but it took a toll on us financially, and it wasn't really our mistake. Like we didn't really risk anything, but these things just happened to coincide, and we ended up having to pay for these two things at the same time, and it really took a toll on us. But I think we learned from that. Please don't bite on more than you can chew. Make sure you're living within your means. Make sure that if you can't afford something, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just make sure that if you really want something, at least save for it. Like, I think the biggest thing that we don't have as human beings is patience. We don't have patience to say, okay, I can't afford this now. Let me wait in 3 months and see where I'm at. I think that's a very, very important quality to have. Furiranai, Muri two or Muri as a family, Furiranai to just let some things go. And Musara Muna, because there's nothing that I hate more than kusarandine financial regret. I hate that so much. I hate thinking, oh wow, we shouldn't have done this. Oh wow, we shouldn't have gone here. Oh wow, we shouldn't have bought this. I hate that so much. So yeah, the only thing or the only way to prevent financial regret is to live within your means. Get only the things that you can afford. I think that's what I'll say.
Okay.
Then the last part of the series will be will be savings corner. The savings corner. How do you do it and how do you get discipline? So guys, I put this corner specifically for Kudi because, like I said, I'm not very big on saving. When I did save, the time that I think I had the most money from saving in my lifetime, I was doing around Mkando. That's what I did. We used to do Mkando at work, and then when the round at work failed, I started doing it with my mom, and that helped me save a lot of money. I was saving up to buy a car, but I ended up using that money for our Aurora, like for the decor and food and the dresses and stuff. I paid for all that on my own, and I'm very proud of that. But yeah, the money that I saved after that point, I saved up doing rounds because I knew that I samari in my house, I'm probably going to use it. So just look for whatever method will work best for you, whatever method you think will help you to achieve the amount you're trying to save or the amount of money you want to get.
What I do is when I put my mind on something that needs money, I would rather sleep on water until I get that thing.
Okay, so please give us numbers. Give us how much you were earning, how much you saved a month, and how much you bought the car for.
I think
what?
Yeah, you're wise.
It was just 3 years. It was 3 years ago.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Guys, what I used to do is I was earning something like $200 US, and RTGS was just, it depended with the month, so I can't really give a figure on that one. So the advantage that I had was I was staying home.
Yeah, you didn't have rent.
I didn't have rent. I didn't have transport. I used the bus. I didn't have anything.
Okay.
Like in terms of bills.
So let's say if you were someone who was earning $300, you would pay rent $50 and then $50 for food and
food. $50 for food.
Yeah,
that's too much.
Wow.
I would, if I was okay. So let me just finish our idea and how much about the car for. I would spend what I did was I would take the RTGS and change it into US, use it to buy a few things home, and travel, come see you, and do. Yeah.
Okay, so how much exactly was the RTGS? Did it get to $100 or it was more than that?
It depended with the month. I had some incentives that I used to get. So sometimes it would get to $100, sometimes $80, depending.
I just wanted us to have a figure.
Okay, so
essentially you were earning $300.
Yeah, talking about $300. Okay. So I would use $50. Come to Harare, see you, then get back home. That trip I would usually use $60 max or $100, depending on the month. But I had told myself that I was going to save $200, $250 in between. So yeah, that's how I used to save for the car. Buying a car for my first car cost me $6,000 for the Mazda Axela. Oh yeah, guys, when I bought the car, then she was the first person to see it. She was to my girlfriend then. She gave me few money, guys, to go
and
back to the
car. And I told her
$60. About Tollgate, I told myself for the Chakwizawani. And it worked. Chakwizawani. Vanhu vangu 4 from Harare to Gweru. That one $40, $10 Tollgate. 30.
Anyways, guys.
But yeah, in terms of how I save, I just put my mind on things that I want to achieve. Then I don't spend $1 until I achieve them.
Guys, that doesn't help me at all because I also try to put my mind on things and say I won't spend $1. But I will spend $1.
I mean, I am that person of the team. And maybe story now marriage, but then the story, but I tell myself, there's a bigger picture. So that's how I do things. I just tell myself, buying a Coke 50 cents is like that.
Listen to this one. Anyways, guys, I just want us to go into funny corner right now, and I want to say the hardest thing about putting money per one is gifting each other.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be very creative when it comes to gifting. Guys, it's such a rush, and it's exciting yet I don't know, risky at the same time, because you are like, you have to. This one I think makes up stuff. Kwanji, Kuti, I did this and that, so that I don't really know what happened, and I don't even know Madira Anoita Kuti as afuda kunditengera $20 flowers, because when we sit down and we do the budget and then we're like, okay, here's your $100 and here's my $100 for spending, or here's your $20 for this month, here's my $20. I know that he likes this and this, he likes volleyball, he's probably going to buy volleyball shoes, but I will not be shown. I know. Guys, sometimes it's very hard,
it's hard to
give it.